Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be doing a short topic which is exhumation. It is a topic of revision, and it is the series forensic toxicology and forensic medicine at a glance. So let us begin. Exhumation. Exhumation. The first thing we'll go on which is the definition, right? So definition. It is defined as lawful disinterment or lawful digging out of a buried body. I'll repeat again. Lawful disinterment or lawful digging out of a buried body. Indications like when do we do the exhumation? First, to settle disputes regarding identity of the deceased. Second, to settle any suspicion of foul play or disputes regarding cause of death. Requisition. An order for examination can only be given by magistrate. So we'll mark this as important. Magistrate can give the order and not by police officer. Time limit. In India and England, there is no time limit for doing exhumation. In France, it can be done only up to 10 years, in Scotland up to 20, and in Germany up to 30 years. Procedure. General precautions. First is taking the general precautions. Second, identification of grave and collection of samples. Third, ID of coffin and collection of samples. Fourth, ID of the body. And the fifth is post-mortem if necessary. First, precautions. Like what actual precautions needs to be taken? First, the procedure is done after proper orders. Second, done by medical officer in the presence of magistrate, police officer and relations of the deceased. Third, should be done early in the morning to have privacy since general public does not come, and also that the post-mortem if required can be completed on the same day. All the people should wear masks and stand in the windward direction so that they do not inhale the gases. Fifth, no disinfectant should be sprinkled on the body directly. Second, ID of the grave and collection of samples. The warden of the cemetery confirms from record that the deceased was buried in that grave. The exact site is known from the relatives. The grave is also dug out, avoiding any damage to the coffin. A sample of earth from around the coffin is collected for chemical analysis. Third, ID of the coffin. The coffin is taken out and its plate is cleaned. The coffin is identified by the undertaker who had prepared it. The coffin lid is open and gases are allowed to escape. A sample of coffin cloths on the body and earth or water in the coffin is collected for chemical analysis. Fourth, identification of the body. The body is taken out of the coffin and the body or the remains present are thoroughly examined by the relations in the presence of a magistrate, medical officer and police officer. ID is confirmed by relations. In case of dispute, photograph is taken, fingerprints are recorded and all features of ID noted. Then the magistrate decides whether the body is to be reburied or whether the post-mortem is necessary. Post-mortem examination. If necessary, post-mortem is done. All necessary viscera are collected for examination, chemical analysis. The body is reburied. What is an obscure autopsy? Obscure autopsies are those which do not show a definite cause of death, that is, in which there are minimal, indefinite, obscure, or even no positive findings at all. Example, a natural disease, rheumatic heart diseases, myocarditis, coronary thrombosis and embolism, sudden myocardial infarction, bronchial asthma, hepatocellular failure, epilepsy, neurogenic shock, etc. Infections, septicemia, enteric fever, typhus fever, meningitis, encephalitis, cerebral malaria, tetanus, rabies, etc. Third, biochemical disturbances, electrolyte imbalance, uremia, diabetes, hypokalemia, etc. Fourth, endocrinal dysfunction, adrenal insufficiency, myxedema, thyrotoxicosis, etc. E. Concealed trauma, cerebral concussions, concealed puncture wounds, cervical fractures, contusions on heart, etc. F. Poisoning, delayed death, IV, narcotism, obscure poison, anesthetics, etc. And the fifth and the G one is miscellaneous, shock, allergy, anaphylaxis, decomposition, etc. Negative autopsy. When gross histopathological, bacteriological, and chemical analysis fail to reveal a cause of death, the autopsy is considered to be negative. Negative autopsy may be done due to inadequate history, inadequate external examination, improper internal examination, insufficient laboratory examinations, insufficient poor toxicological analysis, and the F1 being inefficient doctor. So yes, we took a short look. We had a short look on the process of exhumation, its definition, identification, indications, requisitions, the time limit, its procedure, and various precautions needed to be done during the process. So yes, it was a short glance of the topic exhumation. If you liked it, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and until next time.